when you wear Hoffman lenses, things go black and white. But on a serious note, we are celebrating. We're celebrating 25,000 subscribers. And I guess I'm kicking off the celebration by demasking. No mask. People have asked, although you probably can actually really see less of me now than before with the mask. Still can't see my hair. Now you can't see my eyes. You can see the sides of my face. That's about the only difference. You can see how I keep my facial hair, I suppose. Shittily trimmed. No, we've got some updates to talk about. I guess I should start with an update that I just got from YouTube. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to say the least. They sent an email out today on September 22nd telling us YouTube creators they're going to be expanding their age-restricted efforts. However, because all of my videos are advertiser-friendly, I shouldn't notice anything because videos that will be turned age-restricted could be ones that are only suitable for limited or no ads. And basically it looks like they're trying to make kids in the United Kingdom or European Union verify with a credit card how old they are. And it's like embedding videos. You won't be able to embed age-restricted. I don't know. It looks like they sent this email out today, 1 hour ago, letting you know that starting September 22nd, which is today, they're doing this. So I don't know. It's probably nothing. We didn't notice any changes when the whole COPPA thing happened, so odds are it's going to be nothing. However, because they sent it out, there is a chance that over the next couple of weeks, certain old videos of ours might get turned age-restricted, and if that happens, I'm going to have to re-upload them. So it could be some old KKs that are serving limited ads right now. I may re-upload a couple of those anyway, but just kind of a fair warning to you that this is a possibility. But bigger and better news. In the past, we've gotten some new features here, and they've kind of left pretty quick. If you remember, we had that applaud feature for a little while, and then our partnership was suspended, and when I got reinstated, it was gone. That was like the end of last year. And we never did get that back rolled out to us yet. We haven't been selected again. I actually got an email from them the other day. I had asked about that. Said they're all booked up or some shit. But if you remember last summer, not as in 2 months ago, not meaning like now, I mean last summer, like 13, 14 months ago, we had an Amazon store. Well, that's coming back. We're reopened. I'm pretty certain. I have it all set up. We've been verified, approved. This time I'm going to have to be a little more careful on what I do. But we are reopening an Amazon store. That is planned here very, very soon. It's going to be called the Sticky Store, not the Sticky Club as it was prior. But the Sticky Store should be opened here fairly soon. So that's something that's coming back, and you'll have I'll make another video once it's opened. So we have that coming. That's not associated with the 25,000 subscriber milestone though. Actually, only one new feature kind of is, but I wanted to make you guys aware before we get to that. 2 years ago, we broke 10,000 subscribers. Roughly 2 years ago right now, a little less than 2 years ago. We broke 10,000. And technically, once you do that, you're supposed to be eligible for the merchandise shelf on YouTube. We didn't get it rolled out to us for probably at least 8 months until after we broke 10,000 subscribers. 2 years ago, it was still a pretty new feature. It was technically still in beta testing. They were rolling it out to gradually. Well, now they've really expanded it. Either the end of last year or the beginning of this year, at some point. I'm sure you guys have seen this. If you go to a YouTube creator or some of your favorite YouTube creators' channels, there's now a store tab on their channel page right next to the community tab. The store tab is the merchandise shelf put on their homepage. It used to only be on individual videos. Now it's on the channel page and on the individual videos. and they've expanded it beyond just teespring.com. If you're bigger creators, there's other platforms, other services that'll work for you. We're going to be using teespring.com. So I'm announcing now that we're finally going to be unleashing merchandise. Getting involved with that. Something I really wanted to do that 2 years ago, and then I kind of lost interest in it when they didn't give us the rollout. We got busy with other things, still busy with a lot of things. However, I do want to get involved with that. So I have some ideas. I want to talk to you guys more about the merchandise because there was actually somebody who left a comment on a video somewhat recently that said, "Can you imagine this channel's merch?" And I think they were kidding in a way, not thinking that I could make any or something. And I wrote back, "Funny you should bring that up because we're actually getting ready to get involved with that." And the person kind of laughed and, they didn't realize I could do it. And they were just like, "Good luck." But I've been thinking about this for a while. We're not the typical YouTube channel here. We're not typical. So merchandise for us is going to be a little different. And obviously, I'm pretty self-aware. I realize that it's not going to work out well to have people walking around with t-shirts that have a bunch of gagged women on them. That's not going to be something you guys are going to want to do. That's nothing I would do. I mean, that's not going to make you look too good, walking around with a bunch of gagged people on a shirt or on a cell phone case or whatever it is. So obviously, and we changed our banner here, several months back when we rebranded the YouTube channel name. So yes, I'm aware that that's not going to be an ideal merchandise image, but I think I have some good ideas. And I'd like you guys to submit some ideas, what you would be comfortable wearing. I mean, obviously, masks are a thing right now, and these merchandise stores are, allowing creators to sell different masks with different images on them. I've seen some pretty silly masks that certain companies are selling. However, I think we might be able to do something with that. Also, I mean, probably the image of, the mask, which I'm currently not wearing, but the image of the masked guy, I mean, I could put some stuff on some t-shirts like, always change C to K. I've thought about that. Just some different catchy things, that keep your hands where I can see them when I say that in the commentary. Certain catchphrases and things like that. That would not be offensive, that would be more of an inside joke that, only us fans of this would understand. So I think there's a lot of different ways I can go with designing some merchandise images that are not going to be, make you feel awkward wearing them, that are a little more everyday and funny, that I think would be kind of good. And again, this is not something, we're selling merchandise is not something I anticipate doing to support myself or, something you have to do here. But it does increase your credibility, certainly, to have a merchandise store. Basically all big name YouTube creators, advertiser-friendly brands have one of these. Like I said, it's something I wanted to get involved with a couple years ago, but just kind of got sidetracked and needing to think about how we could structure that to be something you guys would want to be involved in. So if you have some ideas for catchphrases, images, something like that that would work as a t-shirt or any other kind, I mean, there's more than just t-shirt, coffee mugs, phone cases, masks. Like I said, they got all kinds of stuff that people are selling. You can look at other YouTube creators' Teespring stores to see what kind of stuff they have available, what they've been selling. So that's merchandise. And I told you the sticky store with Amazon is something we're going to be putting back into play. Also, we got another new feature that, like I said, sometimes YouTube randomly rolls stuff out. Sometimes they have requirements. Sometimes they're late on rolling stuff out. But then sometimes they roll stuff out to you that you're not supposed to have yet. Well, we got another new feature rolled out to us that technically we're not supposed to have yet because we don't have 30,000 subscribers yet and we're not a gaming channel. A couple hundred subscribers ago, they rolled out the channel memberships feature to us. We're eligible for that now. If you don't know what that is, again, if you've gone to some bigger YouTube channels, some of the people you guys watch, if you've seen that join button, that blue button on a home page on a video that says join, and then you click on it, there's going to be like another video and another welcome message or something, and the creator is going to give you a rundown of what you get if you buy a channel membership from them. Channel memberships, here's the thing about YouTube and features. We've been here for 4.5 years, and I will tell you that YouTube doesn't really ever get rid of any features. There's very few things that YouTube has actually gotten rid of. Typically, a feature evolves into something else. Channel memberships were called sponsorships for gaming channels, but they were really something else. A couple years ago, even when we started, there was the option to offer paid content on YouTube. You guys may not even know this because basically no one was doing it because it didn't make any sense to force someone to pay money to see your channel or to see individual videos. Also, Patreon was coming through and taking over that, and that's what creators have decided to use is Patreon, not paid content, which is what YouTube used to offer. Now they offer these channel memberships, and I just want to make clear that we're not going to be offering channel memberships to replace what we do on Patreon. Patreon is a far more efficient system. Their fees are lower. Everything about Patreon is far superior to what YouTube has tried offering in the past. Now they brought back these channel memberships to replace paid content, and channel memberships have more potential than paid content, or they have a different potential than what Patreon has. There's things you can do with paid content that I can't do with Patreon. Or channel memberships, I should say, not paid content. Paid content doesn't exist anymore. There's different things you can offer with a channel membership that I cannot offer through Patreon. So channel memberships allow you to have members-only community posts, members-only videos, which you can kind of do members-only videos with Patreon, but with the channel memberships, you can do, like I said, members-only posts, members-only videos. You can also do members-only live streams. Members can get a perk, like a custom emoji to go next to their name when they comment on a video. There's little things like that that can give you guys, some special perks and whatnot for being a member. Memberships are monthly fees, and I think they're flexible now. They used to be a fixed dollar rate, but basically the whole idea is to only charge your members a couple dollars a month and give them some little perks. So when we implement this, again, it's not going to have anything to do with what we're offering on Patreon, at least not with our live action titles or anything that's a larger reward. Maybe I could swap out the early access to KK episodes and turn that to a channel membership perk, or maybe just also make that a channel membership perk as opposed to just being on Patreon. But I'm going to try and make it the perk specific to the channel. So things that I can't give you through a Patreon membership, but I can do through YouTube's programming with the channel memberships. So that's something that we're looking at. I have to set that up though. As of right now, as far as I know, we have access to it. We're eligible based off what they're telling me right now. So that's something we're going to be adding. Also, there is another new feature we are unlocking, and we've unlocked it because we've broken 25,000 subscribers. It's probably the only feature you unlock by doing this. I may make another video talking about this specifically by itself when the time comes, but there was always this service offered called FameBit. Some of you may have heard of FameBit before. You can look it up on YouTube and find out what it was. Basically, it was an independent service that started probably 7 years ago, somewhere around there. It was supposed to be for YouTube creators to get brand endorsement deals. They ended up expanding it to other platforms. Then YouTube bought it at the end of 2016. So over the next couple of years, they started shrinking the platforms back down to YouTube. And over the last several years, unbeknownst to me, they've actually been integrating it into the YouTube studio for the larger creators. And FameBit.com was phased out this past summer. They got rid of it. They had called it the FameBit Self-Service Marketplace, and the integrated one in studio, the Full Service Marketplace. Basically, they found that no one was making any money from the FameBit.com, so they decided to can it. FameBit is now, it's actually not even called FameBit anymore, it's called Brand Connect. And Brand Connect is integrated into YouTube Studio, and in order to use it, you have to be a verified YouTube partner with 25,000 subscribers, as opposed to just having a social media following of 5,000 followers on several different platforms back in the day for FameBit.com. So the restrictions have gotten a lot tighter, it's more exclusive, but we should have access to that now. It hasn't been rolled out to us yet, but now that we broke 25,000 subscribers, we should have access to possibly having brands sponsor us, where we'd have paid, advertisements for certain products, things like that. That's something we're looking to get involved in. So I'm kind of letting you know now, if we end up, advertising a product or something, that's why we're doing it, because we're getting paid for it. Does that guarantee, like being allowed to enroll in this Brand Connect, guarantee we're going to get any sponsorships? No, it doesn't. Obviously, I've had some companies send some offers to me before for some stuff that didn't seem too interesting. I'll have to do another video talking about FameBit and what it used to look like, because I have a video recording. But I'm just letting you guys know some new features that are coming. Again, thank you for 25,000 subscribers. The new stuff that's coming, Sticky Store on Amazon, merchandise through Teespring, channel memberships here, and then, possibly brand deals through the Brand Connect. So that's some stuff we're working on, going to be rolling out. Let me know the merchandise ideas you guys might have, stuff like that. These will all get separate videos, I'm sure. But that's what we've got. Unmasked. This is the first time ever that I've technically been unmasked on here. However, I'm wearing Hoffman lenses, so we're in black and white. But yeah, so good stuff coming. More, I think, coming up next. You got the 3rd International Cycle main event. And then we're going into the Turkish scenes. I don't have all those done yet. It's a challenge. It's going to take a little bit of time. Hopefully by the time I get this out, I'm closer to being done. But a lot of exciting stuff coming. A lot of good stuff. So thank you guys again for the endless support, and I'll be talking to you.